Alright, these are just some of the items I sold. Try to guess which one sold for the most. Leave it in the comments. At the end of the video, I'll show you all the sold comps. We got quite a bit of them to pull, so I want to make sure you see them all. Alright. Try to decide what the highest value item is. You can put the price in, not so much the product, since I'm moving so quickly. And it's including the earlier batch that I had to ship some of them earlier. So good luck. I'll announce the winner after you guess. Good morning, boo-boo. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Oh, how you doing? How you doing? I hear you doing crazy things last night. Were there any coyotes chasing you? No, Daddy, I was with you most of the night. Yeah, that's the problem. Your curfew's gonna need to change. Alright, I gotta get to work. Boo-boo. I gotta get to work. I got some inventory to pull. Yeah, I got some inventory to pull. Let's start working. Are you gonna let me work? Huh? Are you gonna let me work? Alright, M4. M4 seems to be new product. 2, 1, M4. 5. Gotta take my time. Put everything back the way it was. They look like they're the small ones. Okay, boo-boo. I'll talk to you later. We'll talk later. Alright, kiss me. I'm moving right along. We're on our way. Stay tuned. We'll reveal the highest sold comps of today, as well as all the losers. Oh, my laundry. Yeah, a little bit behind. That's alright. That'll be done this week. D228. There she is. Old inventory. We don't buy these big items anymore, heavy items. Shifting to smaller allows me to have a little freedom here in a year or so. Nice heavy item, that'll be like $9 and something cents to ship. Probably a pound and a half. Wrap that up, put it back on the top. Alright, that wasn't too bad. I got a page that needs to be looked at. Alright, that's the last page. That'll be fine. I list them with damage, so back inside. M31. M31 would probably be M21. Alright, what did I do with it? M31. No, this would not be it. Where's the tokens go? Oh, here they are. M31. Kept them out because I'm doing a big load of tokens here next day or so. What do we got? There we go. Ship. Alright, we're done. Boo-boo, I'm sorry. You got food up here? M21. Everything's real easy. That means new inventory selling without promotions on. So that means my cost per goods are dropping, or cost of fees are dropping, because I'm not turning on promotions for these items yet. Alright. So we're looking for a tiger. I think this was one of them. Yeah, that one's later. That's, let me double check. Yep, that's one. So now we're looking for a gray tiger. Yeah, there she is. Double check. Perfect. Just the little things that are difficult. Alright, on the rack for a new tote when I start doing more patches, which are in the queue. I just got that one, so we got 3 here. C11. Let's see. C101. C101. Okay. Alright, this is not gonna. This is it, right? Yeah. Okay, A. Let me put this down. I can stay focused. B. Another A. Alright. 1. H. I thought it was a patch. It's a pin. That's why I went to the wrong. Make sure these stay. Alright, let's get a little tray. There it is. Nice. Alright, we've been in this tote already today. We're looking. It looks like I'm looking for a sealed item. Oh boy. There she is. Don't lose the pen. We're back on smalls. I don't see that many larges today. Interesting. Alright. What is this? This is the nugget bucket. Alright, this is a little dark. Let me go look for it. Alright, that's it. The nugget bucket. Some probably the golden nugget. Casino, yeah. We don't want to break that. Unbreakable. Not many of those left. I mean, I still got. They're slowly going. M2 back inside inventory that was not promoted due to new policies saving me money. So that looks like M2 would be the M2. There it is. The good thing about thick clear plastic, you can see the inventory through the through the item. Like those dark totes, you know, they're a little hard to see where, like if you're using big totes and you're listing bigger items. The only thing about clear totes, they tend to break down and they don't last as long as the heavier ones. I experienced that when I was selling larges. I'm gonna put this back over here. Once I get all 4 of them done, I'll put them in a large tote. Alright, M3. I should just go through them all. Oh boy. I don't like jumping around because then I lose my place. 6, 4, M3. So we're looking for, this could be a large one. This could be it right here. There's another perfect candidate. Seeing the item through the tote, through the bag. Saves you a lot of time. Imagine if you couldn't see and you had to go through open every one up and look for them. Another item that wasn't promoted. M1. All right. This makes me look not too smart here. Well, we got another one that's not promoted. All right, this is it. Boom. I didn't like this. I like using this smaller Velcro to make it easier for me to open and close these. Alright, I'm not gonna look, I'm just gonna keep doing it that way. I know where it is. I definitely know where that tote is. For some reason this was promoted, so I must have went through. I'm not sure who's more irritating, boo-boo, you or the customer that wants all their items today. Do they know I have a job? I gotta take care of my kitty cat. Alright, I gotta get back to work. I have a customer that wants all their orders, so that's fine. We're here to please. The beautiful thing about it, they're all in one tote and they're all not promoted yet, so that was very cool. Very happy about that. Looks like that's one. They're all military patches, so he must be a collector. I want to make sure. That changes stuff. What we were planning on doing, but we're still gonna pull all the inventory, and you guys still can guess. You're seeing all the items. All right, let's get this organized. I think that's one of them right there. There we go. That's 2. Those 3. Those 2. Okay, those are done. Made an order. I wonder if that's him again. All right, 3. Well, we're looking for a gray, a little gray. There we go. A little gray. Looking for square, definitely. I definitely need a light behind me to make that better. So we got 3, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's make sure that order that just came in isn't his. See, I'm only listing these once an hour, and I got like 300 hours of patches. so he's been coming in and out of my store waiting for new items before they're promoted, which in return lowers your promotion fee. So I'm almost at 39%. That is my goal, 39%. You have to figure out ways to, because it's so easy get to a point where it's 50%, 55%. I mean, if you do any offsite ads, forget it. Not one of those have made any money for me. If you do store advertisement, my store's too small and too low value items. Hey, boo boo. All right, what is it weigh, boo boo? Tell me. 2.5. All right, let's select this one. Well, how do I do that? Okay, let's just do it this way. Then I'm gonna have to refund them on some shipping, I think, because we want to make him happy. All right, boo boo, you're bugging me. Daddy loves you, but not today. I ain't loving you today. Stop it. Stop it. Combine. All right, well, I had to divert a little bit. I had to get some packages. It was crazy. Confirm payment. I had to ship a few other items that were being asked. I guess everybody in this weather is worried about their packages, and I don't blame them. I will jump when they tell me to jump. How high do I need to jump? That is the question. So now no more diversions. Now I can get back to pulling inventory, and we'll drag you along. Remember, try to guess what sold for the most, and I'll give you the sold comps at the end. Stay tuned. Please hit like and subscribe. All right, there it is. Put it back in the spot it goes. Lock it up until next time. It goes right back in the B1. All right, C104. We're in B1. I'm pretty sure C1 wasn't that far away. Let me put this away. See how frustrating it is? Nothing's like ever next to each other. C1. All right, we were close. Let me find the right one. 004. C, F, D. So if I kept them in order, I would have just went to the right letter. A. I'm looking for. There it is. We found it. Looks like an Indian, but it's not. Let's put this away and move on. Miami Museum, Martyr Art. So it's 1960s. Northern Bayshore Drive.